I would have liked to have seen where that career went. I would have liked to have heard and seen more stories from her vision.
Most people today have no clue who Adrienne Shelly is. And although fans of musical theater love Waitress, it seems as though most showgoers never make the connection between the two. In 2007, the comedy-drama film Waitress debuted at Sundance and by all accounts was a smash hit by a young director. Carrie Russell starred as Jenna Hunterson, a young woman stuck in an abusive marriage who has an unwanted pregnancy and an incredible knack for making pies.
Dear Lord, please protect our Jenna from the hell of unwanted pregnancy.
I don't need no baby. I don't want no trouble. I just want to make pies.
The surprisingly heartwarming story was written and directed by Adrienne Shelly, an otherwise unknown actress from the 90s indie film scene. In 2015, Sarah Bareilles wrote the musical based on Adrienne's magnum opus. By all accounts, Adrienne's success with Waitress should have guaranteed her a spot as one of the top filmmakers of our time. But Adrienne was murdered in 2006 and never got to see the musical or even her own film's premiere. Adrienne left college early, with only a year left, telling her mother that she wanted to move to New York and become an actress.
Why are you two so concerned about my college education? The world is gonna blow up any day now anyway, it's hopeless.
In 1989, she quickly launched herself into the indie film scene when she starred in Hal Hartley's film, The Unbelievable Truth. Adrienne starred as Audrey Hugo, a woman who dumps her high school boyfriend, becomes a model, and starts a relationship with a man who is recently released from prison.
Hi.
Hello.
Can I help you find something?
Adrienne described Audrey as very similar to herself. The drive Audrey had, in particular her support for the Coalition for Nuclear Disarmament, as well as her fight with her father about living her life on her own terms, mirrors Adrienne's drive as a filmmaker. The Unbelievable Truth started a trend in Adrienne's career where she almost always included aspects of her personality, fears, and dreams in her art.
I wrote Waitress when I was about 8 months pregnant with Sophie, and I was really scared about having a baby. I just couldn't imagine what my life was going to be after I had a baby. I thought it was going to change so drastically that I wasn't even going to recognize myself anymore. I was terrified.
What have we learned here? The answer? Write it and direct it yourself. You are too much of a control freak for this ever to be pleasant.
After acting in several more movies in the 90s, Adrienne moved to writing and directing. After finishing a couple of short films, she made her first feature, Sudden Manhattan, in 1996.
No reason to get out of bed.
This was the first film that she wrote, directed, and starred in. This time around, she was Donna, a woman from Manhattan who is the sole witness of 3 identical murders that may or may not have actually happened.
I saw a murder.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did.
No, you didn't.
The decidedly quirky film tells the story of a mid-20s woman who feels that everything is hopeless. In an interview during the Los Angeles International Film Festival, Adrienne said, "I really didn't think about the audience. I didn't think, is this something that people are going to relate to or want to see? I just did a film that I thought I might like."
I'm stuck in a vortex. I'm stuck in a vortex. Stuck in a vortex.
Waitress is without a doubt Adrienne's most successful film, and unfortunately, her last.
Oh my God, here it is. A character and script and story and everything that I know so well. It just seemed simultaneously magical and unfair.
It is also undeniably her most personal film. The film essentially became a love letter to her child, whom she never got to see grow up. Her daughter Sophie appeared in the film in the last scene where Jenna has eventually opened up her own pie shop. Even her own character, Dawn, is a reflection of herself. In the film, Dawn meets Ogie, her future husband, on a 5-minute date. Adrienne had a similar encounter with her husband, Andy Ostroy.
5-minute date, can't the guy pay for the whole thing?
Yeah, see, I have this idea. I'm meeting men through personal ads, but I just give them 5 minutes. Whether or not we like each other, we just have 5 minutes together.
Huh.
That way, you know, if the guy makes me sick, I don't waste a whole evening.
Waitress is Adrienne's most feminist film. Despite what critics have said, Jenna's story is a pro-choice one.
No, I'm keeping it. I'm just telling you I'm not so happy about it like everybody else might be. So maybe you can be sensitive and not congratulate me and make a big deal every time you see me. I'm having the baby, and that's that. It's not a party, though.
Got it. Okay, not a party.
Her pregnancy is not the whole story, but the catalyst.
When you do.
Shh. Joe, don't want Cal to hear you. Can't lose my job. I'm trying to save money so I can leave my husband.
And unlike most romantic comedies, the male and female leads in Waitress do not end up happily ever after. Rather, Jenna sees Lulu for the first time and discovers an all-new sort of unconditional love that gives her the strength to remove herself from both of the toxic relationships she was in.
My God.
This was going to be her moment. How are we here? And she's not.
It comes as no surprise that the Adrienne Shelly Foundation, which her husband created in her honor, is one that seeks to promote women filmmakers.
Oh, Ogie, thank you. That sure is sweet.
Her husband wrote, Adrienne was fiercely dedicated to the art of filmmaking, and at 5'1", stood tall in an industry where women face major challenges. But she did it, and on her own terms. She was able to successfully transition from actor to filmmaker, writing and directing 3 features. The second female filmmaker to win the Academy Award for Best Directing, Chloe Zhao, was a recipient of one of the Foundation's grants.
How's it going?
It's going well. Yeah, I'm having a good time. Somebody's agreed to let me make a movie again.
Were Adrienne still alive today, there is no doubt that she would be making Academy Award history as well.
Say goodbye. Bye. Bye. You wanna walk?